It is July the 22nd, y'all. I thought it was July 23rd. I'm a day ahead, baby, a day ahead. Anyway, just laying in the bed, getting all these thoughts out my head. What are y'all doing? Fred? Not Fred. What are y'all doing? Are y'all asleep? Y'all feel like talking to me? Well, thanks. Anyway, um, wishing everybody had a great day. That's the first thing I want to say. Everything gonna be okay. It is gonna be okay, baby. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be all right. Some people be playing blind with their sight, but it's gonna be all right. Anyway, I'm just gonna do a quick PSA announcement. I'm gonna listen to y'all. I'm gonna see what y'all gotta say. I don't do that too many days. I don't be looking at the comments and stuff. And the ones that do come up, the ones that do come in and stuff, I do get a few of the comments and stuff. And sometimes they may be late when I respond. I might give you a heart or something like that. But I do try to respond back to all the comments. Okay. So if I did not respond, it was probably a dumb comment. And then a lot of the comments they block off. They do not let me see all the comments. Okay, I only see a few comments. So if I respond to some comments, I do see them. I don't get a lot of comments that I do get a chance to see. So I don't know about that or how to, look at the comments on how or who, when the lives come through. Like I don't go back and look at the comments, but I don't. But if they show up in my comment section, I do respond. So thank to everyone. Like I might take a day or two. I might not check it, and then I might go back and check it. So um, just letting y'all know I do, get the comments a little late, but I do get them. So yeah, I'm gonna read a lot of the comments and stuff today, and see what you guys want to talk about. I want to see what you guys want to talk about. What you guys want us to do readings on. If you want to ask a question, you can do that. If you got some information, matter of fact, listen, I don't know too much where I don't want to learn anything else. Okay, let me get that out of the way. Yeah, I want to learn new stuff every day. I do. And my wish, and so do you. So if you got comments, if you got, questions you might want to ask, you might want to know something about your past that you don't know about. You want to know, have you been here before? Majority of us have, you know. Um, you just take on a different, whole different body and stuff. Still the same souls. Okay. So that's something you might want to know. But just questions and stuff, always, if you got kids and stuff, always look out for them. Always. I mean, I'm not always, but you know what I mean. Especially when they're smaller. You know what I'm saying? But you want to raise them to grow up to be, yeah, more than a baller. I mean, I guess, yeah, I'm more than a baller. Yeah. It's okay for the kids to be, doing more than you because a lot of our parents didn't go to school. They didn't learn, the real rules and stuff. I was just telling somebody today that a lot of our parents um, were raised us off of the same things that raised them. Confirmation. A lot of our parents were. They were raised off of things and that raised us, and it's not good, but I mean, a lot of people do that, and it's just time to let certain stuff go, and I know sometimes it's hard to let go. What do I need to let go for? For better, for better, for better. You always want to replace with better, not to shit on anyone or nothing. People like to shit on people, and then people do shit jars too. But it ain't to shit on you. It's just showing you that you can do better too. That's all. So if you're getting so offensive and stuff, if you get offended and you get me in your emotions, you might need to go work on that, baby. Seriously, you might need to work on your emotions and ask yourself, like, why do I feel like this? Why do when she say cuss words, it just makes me so mad? Why does she tell the truth? Why when she tells the truth, it makes me so mad? It's called shadow work, baby. It's like going within your own shadow and seeing why does it bother you so much, especially when it's the truth and the truth can't be touched. No, no, there's no such as touching the truth. You can touch a lie and make it a bigger or a smaller one, but you can't touch the truth at all because the truth is going to always be the truth. It is. It is. No matter where you live, the truth is, baby. So you just can't touch it. You really can't. So, questions, answers, and stuff like that. Y'all, do a little feedback. Okay. So let's see how these comments go. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Chill. Okay, I have not been able to find my glasses in the last 24 hours, so I'm still looking for my glasses. I don't know, baby, honey. I really don't. But I'm still looking for my glasses. So um, that's another thing. That's another whole thing. Who is this? Let me see. I'm trying to see these letters so small, y'all. Can y'all make them bigger? Can you make your? No, you can't. Okay, let me see. Who is this? Child, I can't see that. I know it starts with a J and it's got a purple. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me go back to the first comments. How do you got questions? Questions. Let me know where you're from. Um, anyone that overcomes sexual abuse as a child, congratulations. Seriously, because a lot of us have been in that situation where we had to, take that as an occupation. We had to become our own counselors and our own therapists and our own mamas and our own sisters and aunties. And some of y'all had to come your own daddies, your own brothers. I mean, hey, sometimes that's how life go, honey. Um, you can always heal yourself, honey. Always. Always. There's nothing that you can't heal yourself from. And then, honey, if you got a real connection with God, then you can ask God to help heal you too, because God does a lot of work, boo, without having to have surgery, without having anything, like without feeling unworthy or anything like that. So, yeah, um, speak to God a little bit more out there. Hi, Jay. I don't know what that is. Jay something, the first one. Hold on. Got the purple J. I like purple anyway. So, hey, Purple J. Um, hi, L something. All I see is the L. Hold on, honey. Trying to see if I can make this a little bigger. Okay. Hi. I can't even see that. I think it starts with a M or N. Child, I need my glasses, friend. Hold on, baby. Hold on. I got a solution. Hold on. I got a solution. Let me get these comments right. I don't want to be calling nobody's name. I don't want to be calling Jay and all. No, it's country. Hold on. Let me see. Where would my glasses possibly be? Let me see. It might be in the bed with me. I'm serious. Not saying like that, but let me see. My glasses ain't did this in a while. Damn it. Okay, let me see. Okay. Chill. Child, my glasses are not going to show up right now. I just gotta say, hold on, baby. Hold on. I need glasses to be on this phone. Okay, let me see. One more time. I think it might be back here. Did it. Got me back down. The bed. No, right there. Okay, good people. Hold on. Okay, now you can see what y'all got to say here. Let me see here, baby. Let me see here, baby. Okay. Now, let's see a little bit. Let me see. Okay. Now, that ain't happy. That's not happy. Do you got some glasses I can borrow? Hold on, baby. Do you got some glasses I can borrow? No? Okay. Okay, now let me see here. Okay, now we're going back here to Jason. Okay, Jason Taylor. Hi, Jason Taylor. Okay, hi. Who is that? Lee. Lee something. Hi, Lee. Hmm. Hi. Somebody else said hi. Hi. He said, here's a sub. Me too. Can you squeeze them for me? Oh my goodness. Hi and hi. Can I squeeze what? What are you talking about? Who is this? Squeeze, can you squeeze them for me? Do y'all see how these idiots be? Now, when the hell did I say anything about some damn? Listen here, man. That's why I don't be. That's why I don't read the comments. Squeeze what, baby? Who? Let me see if I can read your name here, baby. Who is this fool to about squeezing something? Squeeze what, baby? Oh my God. Squeeze what, baby? See, that's what I'm saying. That's a fraud, y'all. Don't. See. That's what I be talking about. Don't do that, baby. Don't do that. We ain't gonna read no more comments. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. This motherfucker said, can you squeeze them for me? Oh, Lord. See, that type of energy, it just can't be. I'm serious. Not nowhere near me. Like, squeeze what, baby? Squeeze what, baby? I still ain't got no comment. He done left the building. She done left the building. What's going on? The robots are leaving the building. What's going on, baby? Squeeze what, baby? Some thoughts at you? What you want me to squeeze, baby? A mind is a terrible thing to waste. It really is. And a mind, it can't be replaced, baby. Once you lose your mind, sure, you lost everything. Don't lose it, baby. Don't lose it. Them by squeezing something. We're gonna try to squeeze you some thoughts in your head, baby. But yeah, it's strange things like that going on out there. I was it's strange things, not to, try to scare you or anything, but yeah, it's some real strange things. What strange people do strange things, baby. Strange. Very strange. Um, that's why I say when people stop playing games and doing all them strange things, everything will change, baby. Everything is change. Change is the only thing that's really constant. It is. Change is. Like change is. You gotta change. Like even if you don't want to, sometimes you just gotta change. Like shit, you can change your last name. That's what I'm saying. You can change your last name. You can change anything, baby. You can change anything. You know, the sacrificing that people have taken to a whole new level is not good. If you sacrifice something, sacrifice the bad for the good. And ain't about people. No, no. Mm-mm. Make some different choices in your life, baby. For you and your family too. Seriously. Because you got generations that's gonna come through, baby, more and more like more and more, okay? Like Noah's time, I'm quite sure people ever said then, we finna be dying, we finna be dying. Then they died that time. But people still come back in. Remember when Noah, the world was wiped out with water and Noah and them went on their boat, that people was making jokes about the boat. Remember that? Okay. And then people still came back, remember? People still came back. It wasn't wiped out. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all about. It's not gonna be wiped out once people leave and stuff. No, they gonna keep on. Yeah. coming back. We're gonna be coming back and stuff, baby. Souls, ancestors. You never notice that when somebody in the family die, a newborn baby come through? Y'all ever notice that? What y'all think that cycle's called? Seriously. I'm asking y'all, what do you think that cycle's called? Like somebody dies, somebody else fall right back in. Yeah, that's why I say life really doesn't end down here on Earth. And this is the only place that they have to wipe it out and then bring new stuff in. The only one. Mars ain't doing that. Jupiter ain't doing that. Uranus ain't doing that. Neptune ain't doing. They're not doing all that. Earth is the only place they have to be wiped out, and then, no people have to be fucking around finding out. Same thing. Wipe out. The only place. Google it, baby. The only place. They ain't doing all that everywhere else. Everybody else is doing what they supposed to do. They doing what they supposed to, baby. They doing what they. Why you think people trying to find a space to? We want to go over there, so y'all can go over there and tear up the shit. Y'all did it right here on Earth, bitch. So you gonna go over there and do the same thing out there? That's why I say if you handled it here, then wherever you may go, then you don't have to worry about tearing it up no more. It's simple. It's very simple. Everybody want to be a star or famous or some evil shit. Like some evil shit. It is evil shit. Have y'all seen the music industry now? They was talking about who slapped somebody. Somebody slapped somebody. Cardi B pregnant by Stefan. It's just a lot going on in that music. That's what I'm saying. When you sell your soul for secrets, bitch, it ain't no secrets that you gonna get. I promise you. It ain't. That music industry is a bunch of paint, baby. Painted to be, oh, we did some that. No, most of y'all done got here finna get y'all stuff back. They finna get their stuff back too. So don't let the music industry fool you. I seen too where somebody was it was the mother and the son. I can't remember the rapper name, but both of them went to jail, man. Both of the mama and the son, baby. So somebody mama and the son going to jail. The mama, I was like, damn, she old. And then he got a son, and so that's why I said the goals, the family goals or the squad goals or whatever y'all call it, they not good no more. I'm serious, yeah. And that's why I say it's good to just let some stuff go. Like God, leave. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And then I seen where another well, Malcolm had passed away. I mean, y'all seen that the other day, right? Malcolm passed away. They said he was on a family vacation and he was the only one in that situation. Like that just be crazy. You can't even really go out of town with people and stuff no more. Then you don't end up coming back and stuff. It's crazy. A lot of people traveling with their families and stuff to do rituals and stuff too, and then you don't know, hell, you the one they doing it to. And that's crazy. Cause I didn't know. I didn't know that. Most of our families consist of uh, witches and warlocks, bad witches and warlocks that'll knock you out your socks. I'm saying about block anything you got. Seriously, witches and warlocks. Some of our parents is real witches and warlocks, for real kitchen witches. Y'all gotta be careful about them kitchen witches too. Cause they'll put a graveyard dirt in your food. Bufesis too, they be putting all kind of shit in your food. Blood, they did that a long time ago, so they just thinking now they gonna do it somehow. You might have to Google some of them rituals, cause people be saying they do certain rituals for certain stuff and shit. But some people just be doing it for power and respect around this bit. For real. Cause they know, hell, they ain't healed. So they have to do rituals to steal. For real, when you heal, you ain't got to do no rituals and shit. You ain't got to burn no candle on no bitch that ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to be trying to get from a motherfucker that ain't got shit? Like, that don't even make no sense to me. That's why I made it the Department of Common Sense for everybody. For everybody, baby. It is. Like I said, some people here, for the ones of us that want to live, it is. It's for us that want to live and to find a better way of living. For real, we need a better way. This shit been going on since way back in the day, honey. So when does it change? When you change. That's when it changes. When you change. Mm-hmm. You got to. It's really time to. I think that's the best thing right now to do is go and make a change. And you know what you need to change. People be knowing. They just don't. The problem is when you know too. That's what it be about. For real, when people need to change and what they need to change and what's going on in their household. See, they don't like that when they know when you know, but it's because it done went on in everybody's household before. Majority of everybody's household before it done went on. Something that went on there that done went on in everybody's household. Something going on that might have went on in a few people's household. It's something going on in everybody's household, though, baby. That's the thing, and it ain't no secrets. Like the main one was what goes on in this house stays in this house. But then when it started coming out, Shh, motherfucker don't even talk it out. They don't talk about it. Motherfuckers arguing and fighting and shit. No, just need to sit down and be like, why did we keep this a secret, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, why did we keep this a secret? What is wrong with us? But people don't do that stuff. They try to blame it on us, like we the problem. No, we're not the problem. We trying to tell y'all got them. We ain't the problem. We trying to tell you got them. Though. People don't want to recognize that. I guess they got their own problems. Matter of fact. Most of the war and people been in most of these wars and stuff that's been going on. People got stuff on the inside going on. They do. It be for real. People be unhealed and they rather go kill and shit. And then if I kill them, they ain't gonna know about my secrets, bitch. And them the secrets we find out real quick. That's why I say don't kill nobody like that. A lot of people in the industry have died. I was doing a card. Was it yesterday when I did a few more cards? But BB King. Y'all forgot about BB King. I forgot about BB. Something came on there about BB King, and I was like, let me write his name down. Because, a lot of these people, especially in the music industry, like Marvin Gaye, he killed himself that day. Suicide, right? They've been doing them death spells like a motherfucker day and night. Death spells? Death spells. And you never know who doing a death spell, but people be doing death spells and shit. That's what get people in suicidal thoughts, and then they can do death spells and cause accidents and cause shit to just motherfucker to just snap out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say check on your peoples, man. If you know somebody been good all their life and good to you and shit, and they change all of a sudden, honey, it's a secret, bitch. It is something going. I'm serious. It's something going on. Something is very goddamn strange. Something strange. I remember that guy. I think they said he went down to the police station. This was probably a couple months ago. I want to say this was this year now. It was a guy here. He went down to the police station. I don't know what he went down there for or what. Or they called him down there or what. Anyway, he clocked out in that police station. But they were saying the guy was a good guy and stuff like that. I'm like, these people weird, man. Seriously weird. Like, especially by doing that. And then the stuff that they use, it ain't just technology. It's all kind of stuff, kind of secret gadgets and all that. It's just weird. But those are the people that don't have no power. Basically, power. They don't have no power. They own self-power. Like, you can have self-power and be powerful. Just having somebody else's power with it just make it, like, better. You know what I'm saying? But trying to steal somebody else's power, this is my power now. No, it's not. That power got to come back around. It's like your body. Is like the earth. Just think of the earth as a body and what diseases and stuff come in and what kind of people is in it. It's like what kind of diseases is in your body. What's bothering your body? Same thing with the earth, baby. The earth is a big old body, bigger than your body, bigger than my body, just a big body, baby. But you have to think about it like that. The earth don't want no all them attacks and blood, all that blood at and all that. Would your body want it? Would your body want to be bleeding and hemorrhaging and death and shit? Just think all the murders and shit. That's like you bleeding and shit. No, baby, nobody want to hemorrhage to death. For real. That's why I say you gotta save the earth that we have left, baby. That's the only thing we got, baby. You ain't gonna clock out here and go up there in heaven and appear and all that. No, baby. Mars ain't doing that. Uranus ain't doing that. They not trying to get to heaven, heaven right here, baby. Heaven right here. It's right here. That's why I say, child, you trying to go another way. I don't know who told you that back in the day, that you gonna go that. Well, I guess the lies started when hell people start mixing races and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think when people start realizing all the secrets they could get. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I ain't figured that out yet. I haven't figured it out yet. Like when people start saying that, you know, the Easter bunny, but then they got eggs from a chicken. Stuff like that without God's permission. God ain't get nobody permission to make that crazy stuff up. Eggs and the Easter and no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Just like Santa Claus. You know that's Satan's Claus, don't you? Satan's Claus is Santa Claus. Yeah, Google it, baby. Satan's Claus. Like, and to tell you that some man, some big fat man, that really, because why is Santa Claus always big, though? Like, ain't there health problems? I mean, most majority of the time it is. Like, seriously, you just too big, you got health problems, baby. Because ain't nobody got no business. I got thyroids and stuff. We got trauma. Trauma. Because most sicknesses and ailments and all that stuff, it usually start from trauma. You see, you got back pain, trauma. You got leg pain, trauma. It usually starts from trauma, baby. I'm telling you, it starts from trauma, and then it goes the worst of the pain. You know what I'm saying? The worst of the pain is like, how long you been holding that? Like, damn, how long you been holding that, sis? How long you been holding that, bro? Really? And then let me tell you something else that's crazy too. Now these kids wearing jackets, right? These kids wearing jackets. They still wearing them. See, I seen some pictures today with some kids had on their jackets and shorts. Now what? We ain't gonna worry about it. Anyway, something else that if you really notice now, these men be talking about us, women be having an extra little stomach and stuff. Now, some of y'all men now a little big too near y'all stomach. I done seen a bunch of little stomach like, damn, what going on, man? No, I'm not. I'm being funny, but no, I'm not being funny. But no, seriously, a lot of y'all your stomachs are sticking out too now. Y'all can't be trying to make us feel down. Oh, you got a little pet, okay? And yours the same damn way. It be like that. It do. It be like that. That's why I say the killer can't call the motherfucker black if you just like that. I'm just saying. Mm-mm. The pot in the kettle, however it go. Y'all can't do that no more. Because now y'all stomach's beginning to show. For real. Maybe some of y'all might need to heal. You know? Some people healing from stuff they ain't even told nobody about. You know that? Well, some people is. Some people ain't. Some people is healing like that. And I always think that a story, like where you done healed and you done, went through certain cycles and stuff, I think it should be shared freely, not shamefully. Like, oh, the shame. Oh, you was molested, that's shame. But no, because I didn't do it. No, because I didn't do it. I say shame. Because nobody talks about it now. Well, we got a new game, baby. But we don't talk about it. It don't bring us no shame when you talk about that shit. You get a message from that. Anybody, a lot of people that went through that, child. There's no shame in being molested or, uh, mm-mm, mm-mm. It's not no shame like that, baby. So people that feel like that, you got some shadow work to do. Because that ain't nothing to be ashamed about, boo. Like it happened to you and it going to keep happening too until you take that cycle and beat the shit out of it. Because other than that, in that cycle, that trauma is going to think that you love it. Like, so you love that. So you didn't do nothing. You didn't say nothing. You just, what? No. Mm-mm. Because the only thing it's going to do is bother you some more and some more. And letting it go don't mean you can't talk about it. No, that don't mean you can't talk about letting it go. It's like I can talk about it now that I've let it go. That's something else people don't know. Like, shit, once you let it go, you can still talk about it. Shit, they said they let slavery go. We ain't talking about it, though. We going to talk about it. Because they did not let it go. They're still around here, though. Slavery is still around here. They have basically moved the KKK system to still the slavery system. They used to have those men that went around with they, robes and they little white things over their head. Now they don't do that no more. Now they shit, you can look at them and tell who's the KKK. I mean, well, I can anyway. It's still KKK. There's still some KKK members and they have their secret meetings and stuff too. Like I said, it's just a lot of stuff that they don't tell us, but that's all. And I want to know why y'all gotta have secrets. That's another thing. Why they gotta be secret, especially like that? Like that can get somebody beat in their back, and you want to keep a secret like that? No, no. That's why I say don't hold them kind of secrets no more. Sexual abuse secrets. That ain't no. That's kind of nasty, don't you think? No, I'm serious. Ain't that kind of absurd? That is. That's absurd. You can't. Mm-mm. Because then you got to think about it like how many people that happened to. And then in your family, boo. Look in your family. How many people you think that happened to? In my family, shit, damn near everybody. Damn near everybody. It was just me being the strong one talking about it. That's all. Everybody else still trying to hear from me and stuff. And that's okay. But that don't mean I ain't got nothing to say about it. I'm going to say about it. I'm talking about it like seriously for somebody else. For somebody else. Yeah, it's for somebody else, baby. hmm And then when the men start opening up more about it, when y'all get with your bros and stuff, y'all talk about that. Cause you think your bros and these uncles and these daddies and stuff got old more. My daddy got hoes and shit. That's how I used to think about my daddy bit. And then found out he wasn't shit. Cause you don't treat a woman like that. Like where the fuck you get that at? No, 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 no. You don't do that, baby. You do not do that. My supposed to be daddy. Let me say that. Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm gonna come back, but by supposed to be that, let me say that. The one that was also touched on himself, as a matter of fact. And that's why he act like he fucking act promiscuous. Promiscuous. Mm-hmm. It's like that with a lot of men, though. You might think your brother, your daddy, your uncle, and all them got all, baby, they got problems, serious sexual problems. Can't get that energy to sit down. Like, sit down. No, I'm gonna go all over the town. I'm gonna go out of town. I'm gonna run around. No, baby, sit your ass down somewhere. For real, looking like a clown down here. For real, don't do that. Mm-mm. All them times you gotta give all that back, honey. That's come from times of slavery and passed down from generation to generation because folks was forced to sleep with people and had to deal with it. Better not say nothing about it, they'll get killed and stuff. We ain't that ain't no more time for us, baby. Our ancestors already took care of this stuff. That's why I say you gotta be scared. Mm-mm. Need to be scared of who you have in your bed, but all the other stuff you ain't gotta be scared, baby. Our ancestors have already taken care of a majority of the debts and stuff, except for the people that still want to enslave us. Nah, y'all ancestors still got to give us our stuff. Fuck that. Mm-mm. You know, some of y'all ancestors like looking at you like, what the hell you got going on? Like, you know we was wrong, but you gonna continue to carry that shit on? No, be gone. I'm saying some of y'all ancestors like, what the hell is you doing? Now, did you know we had already ruined or started to ruin our whole generational bloodline? And y'all still doing the same shit we did about killing and fucking lying? Because that's the same thing the ancestors, most of the ancestors did, especially those uncolored ones, honey. Man, they about uncolored. That's another thing too, Chad. We need to change that colored and color. If we gonna do that, then y'all need to be the colored people, the Caucasians, because y'all the only ones turn 19 colors in 3 seconds. So y'all should be the colored people, and we be the people that we are. Yeah, we need to change that too, because y'all took that shit too far. The colored people of the United, no, baby, I'm more color. I done seen red, blue, green, yellow, and purple and all this shit before, but I have never seen it on a white person like that, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, seriously, y'all gotta be shadow work. Caucasians, y'all making start doing some shadow work too. And don't take on what your ancestors do. Yeah. Our ancestors own you niggers. Yeah. And I'm still thinking about that lady too that told me that down at that courthouse where they swear under oath and shit. They got degrees down there, bitch. You old, bitch. You don't sit down something. You know, they need to start doing a background check on the old women and stuff too now that work in these systems, these systematic systems. Systematic. Systematic. But they already got it programmed in there. They already got it programmed. Like they've been there so long, they already got the computer program. You know, people can program anything. They can program your mind, man. For real. So that message gonna go to somebody because I was just thinking about that. Now I just wonder how many of those people that sit down there with the what she say no land and property taxes and all that, baby. Y'all can hide all kind of information. Don't do that, baby. How much land have y'all stole for real like that? That's what the court systems need to be trying to find out. Matter of fact, how much land have y'all stole? I know for one, y'all stole what 11. I know y'all stole 11 million acres. I know that for sure. So we can start at 11 million acres. 11 million. That's a lot of acres, baby. That's a lot of acres. 11 million. Mm. Child, I guess, child. Them records wouldn't show all that with it. Oh no, this is where this business is. No, this belongs to this. You know, they didn't gave out land and people let people build businesses on them. They didn't let people build houses on them. They didn't just let their friends ball on them. The people in the court systems. For real, that's over there. People that's over marriage license. The people that's over child. You know, tell them what them folk be doing in the background and stuff, especially when they all connected. Yeah, girl, I'm gonna tell you, I did on the job today. I went and married a motherfucker and they gonna pay. Like, people can set it up that way. Like, have your whole marriage certificate set up some damn well. Because they know you probably ain't gonna get married out there. So this is for all the not married people. Child, you probably got a marriage license. Check on it, baby. Check on it. And when they tell you, no, we don't do that, you go, child, get that shit to right back. That's what I did today. We like black girl. Girl. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that's where them lies come in at. Don't do that. You don't like black people, then you just don't like black people, baby. But don't pretend like you like us. Y'all been pretending y'all like us so much. Don't do that, baby. Don't do that. That's not a good look for you, Caucasus Mountain people. Don't do that. And everybody, let me tell you another thing about the Caucasians, okay? The Caucasians, the ones with the black hair, y'all barely fair. No, y'all barely there, or y'all barely fair. Both of them. But cool people. Cool people. Because let me tell you something. If you mix colors, right? If you mix color, now if you mix all white together, little secret right there, okay? I don't know they say we ain't no secrets, but let me tell you a little secret about that. If you get an all white person, right, and they got at least a little black in their side, I'm talking about not just dyeing their hair, I'm talking about their hair could be black too. That is a sign of something else, some other kind of color in you, baby. Yeah, some kind of, I'm talking about like, Hmm. I'm trying to get a good example. Okay, say your folks had slaves or you was, one of them people. And somewhere or somebody in the family got a black baby. Some person black in there, baby, because you're not finna get no all white person and get no black on them nowhere, baby. That's like putting a little chocolate in some white milk. You're gonna get a little chocolate, baby. You're gonna get a little. That's why I say the white people with the colored hair ain't about that. Now they finna start dyeing it. Don't start dyeing it because we know that color and we know that Beijing color too. Y'all know that's some good color, hair color, black, Beijing. Anyway, the white people, yeah, that black hair in them. Yeah, it's got a little black in them, baby. They got some ancestors that had a little black. They probably got a few black ancestors too because that color change. Yeah, that's what makes it kind of strange because of that color change. But mixing white milk with chocolate milk, you're gonna get some chocolate, baby. So that's where that little chocolate come in there. Cause you ain't finna mix no white milk with no white milk and get what? You ain't finna get nothing out of there. Nothing but white milk. What are you talking about? Shit, that's why I say y'all don't fuck around and find out this year. Don't do that. Especially when the message is very clear. Don't do that, baby. Mm-mm. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna mix no white milk with no white milk and not get white milk, baby. Now you mix the milk with any other color, you gonna get child. That color gonna smother that white milk. Think about it. So stop playing like that. Don't play like that no more for real. Don't play like that. Mm-mm. 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 And then another thing too, if the earth belonged to you, why y'all can't stand in the sun like y'all well claim to do? You gotta put on sunscreen, sunblock. You're not supposed to have to block the sun out. That's why I say once y'all get it together that we are a little more clever. I'm saying we a little bit more clever than y'all, baby. Just admit it. Just admit it. A lot of us is a little bit more clever than some people now. Because I say that because it ain't about racing. It's because common sense would tell you now you can't stand the rain. I mean the sun. Somebody can't stand the rain, but you people that can't stand the sun and then you down here at where we come from the sun. Look at our sun. Look at our skin, baby. We come from the sun, baby. We all kind of melanation. So why wouldn't y'all be a little bit more nicer though? Yeah, they ain't got nowhere to go. Mm-mm. They ain't got nowhere to go. So they feel like if they take all of us, then shit, I guess they'll control this bitch. It's all really about control. Control issues. Somebody got control issues. Let it go, baby. That's a kid. That's a kid. Control issues is because people that have control issues are usually people that in trauma, in childhood trauma, they were controlled. You know what I'm saying? Controlled, like real heavy control. That's why people with control issues now, that's from their childhood, where they was controlled and so. hmm Controlled, controlling parents, just controlling life and stuff. So now they growed up. They still, because you still got that control issue. So you grow up and now you want control. That's not good, baby. That's not good. That's why I say it's always good to get out of that childhood trauma. The best way you can, baby. And it's not always about going to talk to somebody. Cause most of them people, them counselors and stuff, you talk, child, as soon as they get home, child, guess who came here to see me today? This motherfucker had so much to say. Get you some tea. Don't do that, family. Don't do that. That's not good. Cause then it's gonna come back, and then people see where you at. So don't do that. Mm-mm. Sometimes it's hard for people to like talk to people. That's another reason too, because people always want to turn that or use that against you. And that's not nothing nice to do too. People don't talk about, a lot of men don't talk about it because then motherfucker be out. That's why you got fucked, nigga. Yeah, that trigger. It's like a trigger. It's like pulling a gun out on somebody and just shooting them. After they done told you whatever they went through and all that stuff, and then there you go, doing the same thing, dog. That's not good. That's really not. It's not good. Like, mm-mm. Don't do people like that, especially if you don't want people doing you like that. And if you want to cover up your sexual abuse and stuff and deal with it the rest of your life, then go right on ahead. Mm-mm. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do that. Mm-mm. Changing somebody else's life for the better is, hey, a good thing. Because then you know you will change too. Like I said, that message was not for a lot of you. Because some people don't want change. Well, that's all. Some people don't want change at all. You keep missing the point. Why is that? Why do you keep missing the point? Hell, we are not black. We not black, baby. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Color can't even describe us. Color can't. That's why they make it about color. They say they don't. They make it about color can't even describe us. But we are some very, very, very melanated, beautiful, beautiful, intelligent, very intelligent. We are very, very intelligent people. Hmm. And to not be loved and to not be loved right is not good. Not good. Mm-mm. It's not good. That's why I say love people right. Um, do stuff. If you're gonna do stuff with all your might, just make sure it's right, baby. Cause just think all the energy you put into emotions, it coming back, and then it come back with shit worse than that. That's why it's always good before you get off track. When you feeling yourself finna do that, child, go back. And that's where we at in this new world, y'all. Yep. Said how long was that? I don't know. I don't be looking back, baby. I just see that's the message, I guess, tonight from me, honey. It's almost probably 12 after 12 o'clock, so it's a new day. It is the 23rd now, by the way. Thank you, goodness. I said the 23rd, and I'm like, okay, I don't be here really with y'all no way. So, however y'all days go, mm-mm, I try not even count them no more. But it is July 23rd, 2025, and before I go ahead and close my eyes, I just want to come over here and tell you guys that love does not cost $1. One lousy dollar. Great job, people. Good night.